Alright, welcome back to I've been killing slimes for 300 years, and I'm maxing my level. Anime review, episode number 6. This is my final thoughts on this show, the season for the show. You see, the thing with the show is, prior to me watching I actually got the first light novel at the first Comic Con I went to just the start of this year. Searched for a Comic Con, and it was staying in my stack for months before I finally got to it. And I did. I read it, and I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I was planning on watching anime. I kind of forgot about this. I thought the book covered the first 6 episodes. Nope, it did not. It only covered the first 4. And then, basically, like do it before, like, watch how many episodes that basically done from each books, and that's that. It's kind of good the fact I didn't watch this episode after I watched episode 7. Because basically there's a couple characters in this one who do not initially appear in the original story itself. Yep. I gotta admit, the voice acting is actually pretty good in this series. Though I should point out I forgot to mention this before, that when they do the songs, episode 10, there's no dubbing, it's all in Japanese. Which I do appreciate Control for doing that. It would have been nice if you included some subbing there so at least understand what the heck she's saying. Which I like the whole lyrics thing of a new song. So when she's talking about, she only perform one song, or she can hire a songwriter. Who knows? Byazo's a fun character. The one thing kind of odd about the series, I like in their series, which is very similar to this one, which is Miss Kawashi's Dragon Release, that one has named male characters. This one doesn't. Well, not characters appear more than an episode or two per se. Yeah, that's basically because brother-in-law and her father. Because mostly, but this is an all-female cast for the series. No guys, which is interesting to say the least. Also, Fighty does show up here too. I forgot to mention she shows up in the last episode too. Because it's like, yeah, have all the characters in the series so far, with exception like 1 or 2 show up in this one. The other 2 slimes don't show up. Like Don't Slime does not show up here at all. And Magic Slime doesn't show up here either, which is interesting. But yeah, a lot of the characters do. Am I looking forward to season 2? Yes, because I thoroughly enjoy this. Now, in the case of the books themselves, I read the first 2 books physically, and I read the last 2 books basically digitally. Because I had no immediate plans to buy any more books of the series. Because I got the second book purely because basically I want to read book 2. And I decided, though, that I'm just going to basically, if I want to continue reading the series, read digitally. Because this is one series, like, it's nothing against series, but I just don't have time to buy every single light novel series. Some might be interested, but it's not exactly a big amount interesting to buy every single book that comes out of a series. Not really, no. But that's that for you. Anything else? Excuse me. One of the best aspects of the series, aside from the writing and the voice acting, is the animation. It looks gorgeous. Despite the fact this is not made by the same studio that Miss Kawashi's Dragon made, it has the appearance of people who worked on it, who also worked on that particular show too. It is possible that the people who worked on that show did work on this one too, because it had the similar vibe to it as Miss Kawashi's Dragon made. Though with that one, that's based on manga, this is based on a light novel. There is some similarities overall with it, like the whole dragons who have human forms. And it's more of a relaxing slice of life series with a little bit of action here and there. Plus, also a majority of the cast is women. Though in the case of this one, where basically almost the entirety of the cast, with the exception of 2 small characters, are all pretty much women. In the case of Miss Kobayashi's Dragon, there is at least 3 male characters whole series. There is Kobayashi's boss, her boss's son, and there's also another dragon. There's like a small handful of these characters. Now, unlike that one, which had several big name voice actors, this one didn't per se. You have the goddess who appears for 1 episode of the entire series. And as far as reading the book, she is not returned at all. There's no mention of the goddess. As a matter of fact, it seems like the series just completely forgets half the time that Ozzy saw is from a different world. Now, of course, she's on the job, obviously. It would have been nice if the guys make a physical appearance like more than one episode. But it seems like, yeah, you bring in Veronica Taylor, a great voice actress, and you have her appear for one episode? Really? So you have her cast this character, and the character only appears for 1 out of 12 episodes. I'm sure that Veronica Taylor got a good paycheck out of it for this one appearance. Who only appear for like one scene for about maybe 5 minutes. And then she was never seen or mentioned ever again in the series. Now, that's not the fault of Veronica Taylor or Crunchyroll. You could say that's not even the fault of the studio who made the series. That actually defeat lies at the original creator of the series, the one who basically writes light novels, the one with the series based on. You gotta blame them for the lack of appearance of a goddess. Not the first one I've seen where they have goddesses feature these type of series. Of course, there's also Konosuba, World's Finest Assassin reincarnated as an aristocrat. Very similar vibes here. But at least in the case of World's Finest Assassin, he has a mission there. This one basically, oh yeah, I want to wish for immortality and eternal youth. And that was it. It's like they have no real goal, just be relaxing. It's mostly a relaxing anime to watch, which don't have a problem with that. It's pretty fun. It's interesting. But I'm definitely looking forward to finishing up the Execution Way of Life soon. I don't think it'll happen tomorrow. I mean, this was surprising for me, basically. I was able to get the chance to watch those episodes the day after I just watched the previous two. Yeah, I didn't have to wait too long, per se. No, because basically I just read, like, after book 3, I just read one book, which I started yesterday. I finished it today. I managed to go through this book pretty quickly. Yes, because the book itself, now in case you're curious, the book 4 is 212 pages. And that's it. So of the 4 books, book 3 is the shortest. If you want to think what the longest could be, it could be book 1. Yeah, I think it's book 1. But I got not really much else to say about this series. It's good. And can't wait for next season. Okay, so that's it. Sick of you. Next up is a comic corner. Okay, next video. Bye.